Hola comunidad. Hello, my name is Mary Carrillo, and today I am very excited to be sharing all about the community impact here at Unidos por la Música for all of 2021. And my incredible guest of honor, founder and CEO of Unidos por la Música, Oscar Ayón. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it.
Mary, thank you for being here again. It's the last quarter.
Yes. It is the last quarter, and we are sort of excited to recap everything because we've done a lot this year.
We have,
right?
And the mix of the pandemic and the mix of being a hard year for a lot of us, most of us, we're here, we made it, and I believe we've done a huge impact in the community. And so I'm excited to share with all of you the impact that Unidos has in the last, not only in the last quarter, but we can touch upon what happened in the entire year 2021.
Because it's been an amazing year. It hasn't, like you said, it has not been an easy year, yet we've done it, and here we are.
Indeed, that's right.
So let's recap. Let's dive right in. We're going to talk about our food bank. We're going to talk about our access to health program, the many programs that we offer here in the community. So let's dive in.
Of course,
let's do it. So let's talk about our food program. Give us an overview about what's happened this last quarter.
The food bank continues to be the #1 program for Unidos por la Música, getting the assistance to families with food essentials, home goods, and other basic necessities that the families are struggling. The families continue to struggle due to unemployment. The pandemic, it has hit all of us super deep, and that continues to be a reality for a lot of families. So with the food bank, our team continues to go out to different cities of the Inland Empire with a great partner, Cricket Wireless, who has been with us for 7 years,
yes.
As you know. And so every weekend we are in different cities of the Inland Empire here in Southern California. So more than $200,000 in goods through the food bank, if not a little bit more. I know you have the number. We're going to touch upon that later on, but it is incredible to see that our program continues to help more than 1,200 families per week.
That's incredible.
Which is a huge number because prior to the pandemic, we were only helping 1,200 a month, but now it's weekly. So the need is greater, which means that that people are still hurting, especially right now with the whole inflation and the economy, that it's super high. Right now it's at 6.8, something that we haven't seen since 1982. Actually, I was reading the newspaper the other day, and that is shocking because that means that everything is expensive right now. The gas is expensive, groceries are expensive,
and it seems like it keeps going up.
Right, and also there's a lot of shortage on food because the ports of Southern California, they have all these goods, but there's not enough drivers. So what's happening? The prices are increasing in the grocery market, and families are not working, so they're now relying on food banks like Unidos por la Música. That's the reason why we see a big number and a big increase for the last quarter and throughout the year.
And it's really amazing that we've not only added up the amount of families that we continue to help, but let's get a little bit more personal on this end. I mean, you're there to see these families. What kind of feedback do you get? Because I'm sure you see these families yourself. What kind of feedback do you get from them when they're there in line picking up their food?
Definitely. Some of the feedback that we get, it's they're not back at work, or if they're back at work, they're not doing what they used to do before because perhaps they got laid off for a specific type of line of work that they were doing. And they went back into the job market, but now they're doing something different at a lower rate, and so that has impacted their household.
Yeah, and it's incredible to continue to see how much Unidos helps the community. So let's keep doing it. We know that Amazon and Costco continue to assist our program. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we're blessed to have that partnership with Amazon and Costco through other partners. So the way it works, Amazon and Costco, they identify a community partner that then it's actually Good 360. We want to send a shout out to them because without their support, our food bank wouldn't be thriving the way it is. So Amazon has partnered with them as the recipient, as the main recipient. So Good 360, they go out, get the product, they clean it up, and then they send it to nonprofits like us, for a small admin fee. But what I like about that partnership is that we go into home goods. We go into clothing, shoes.
So it's not just food alone.
Right, it's not just food alone. So we like that because, as I mentioned before in other interviews, the food bank is more than food, and it's really needed. Again, I always give that sample, the pillows. Sometimes when you have a family of 6 and you can tell that you need new pillows, but you can't afford that. Right. Simple things like that. But when you come to our food bank at Bags of Hope, and then you get to go home with not only food essentials, but also with home goods, that is rewarding, and that is helping you meet those goals that you want, and help you save those extra dollars so that you can allocate that to other necessities.
Essentials, right, for sure. And that makes a big difference.
Right. So we're really grateful with Amazon and Costco for doing what they do, and we're grateful with our community partners, Good 360, and also Giving Children Hope, who are partners of Costco, and they're the ones, the main recipients that get all this product, and they get to select nonprofits like us, and then we get to get some other blessings, and then we get to distribute to the community. So it is an amazing program. Again, like we just said right now, it's not only food, but it's home goods, it's seasonal stuff too, for the summer, for Christmas and all that. So it's an incredible partnership that we have, and we're really, really blessed to have
and
them.
It's a valuable thing for families to receive, especially like you said, seasonal, because especially families who have children.
Right.
I mean, there's constant needs year round.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll be amazed all these incredible things that we get, and those truckloads. We get electronics, we get kitchen goods, we get bedding for your restroom and stuff like that. And again, those are savings for the families, and those are things that families need, especially again when they have a big family. They get to replace those items once they come to our food bank.
Right, and they don't need to worry about purchasing them.
Of course.
Such an amazing help. So let's get a little bit more into the numbers. There's more than 2 million of product has been distributed in the Inland Empire. How is this number estimated? Right.
So this number, the way it's estimated, so if Amazon or Costco, they don't sell that, it's the retail price.
Okay.
So if they don't sell that, then they donate these goods to nonprofits, and it comes with that value attached.
Got it.
So for example, if families come and get not only food, but they take blankets, they take electronics and all that, it's essentially the reality is that they're taking home $100, $200 worth of goods of value. So that is the value that Amazon or Costco is giving us, and that we are giving out to the community. And essentially that means that we have poured that much value into the community.
Mm-hmm. Which is so needed, especially in the Inland Empire.
It is.
So tell us more. Is there any donors that have continued to contribute to this specific program of ours? Yeah,
Walmart continued to be a strong partner for Unidos por la Música, and we want to send our gratitude to them and say thank you for being an amazing partner, for caring for their community. Williams Sonoma as well, that's another partner that continues to be there for us. And then our local career colleges, American Career College, they recently they were added to our list of sponsors for the food bank. So we are really grateful for them. So and again, inviting other corporations, other local businesses to come join us in the mission of fighting food insecurity.
And we say this every single time, but it's so true. The more help we can get only means the more help we can give.
Indeed,
right?
Of course.
And our community is in dire need of it. So the more the merrier.
Of course.
So let's talk about now our Access to Health program. Our last quarter was open enrollment in October, right? And tell us more about open enrollment for those that are listening.
Of course. So open enrollment it's the season when families can enroll in a health program. The easiest way to have access to that is through an employee. If your husband or wife is working, they can get that health plan through that. And if you're not working, then you can get Medi-Cal through the county. But open enrollment means that from October through January of next year, families have to select a plan, and they can do any changes in that time frame. So
within the enrollment.
Right. So if you already had a health insurance and you didn't like your provider, you can switch to someone else. Or if you never had health insurance, this is the time for you to enroll into an affordable health plan.
And recently we had a live with Blue Shield. So we invite you all to look back and take a look at that for any help, because that was definitely helpful.
Of course, yeah. Right now we have a great partnership with Blue Shield. We are getting the word out. The bottom line is to get the word out, letting families know, you must care for your health.
Yes.
You must enroll in an affordable health plan, better known as the Obamacare, through the Culver, California market. There is multiple options there. But right now we're working with Blue Shield. It's a great option for the community. So we're inviting the community to go into their website, Blue Shield of California, and play with their calculator, see how much you will pay. And again, if you don't qualify for something like that because you're not working, you do qualify for Medi-Cal.
So there's definitely options. It's just a matter of looking, and we need it, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, preventative care is the way to fight any illnesses that you might carry from generations.
Yes.
Maybe you're come from a family that there's been a lot of death due to cancer or diabetes and stuff like that. But if you do the preventative care early on in life, then you can save your life. So again, I always say, our health is kind of like a car. We need an oil change.
Yes.
So
up every so often.
Right. We take it for granted. We feel like, oh, I'm healthy. I don't need to do anything. I'm strong. I'm energetic. But you never know. Something might be happening inside your body that you're not aware. So that is the reason why we keep pushing in our communities, and that's why we have done this great alliance with Blue Shields, that our community outreach team, at every food distribution that we visit, that we go out, we take that info to remind the families.
Yes.
It is open enrollment. Make sure you get your family enrolled into either an affordable health plan or Medi-Cal.
And it's so important to know that either get a health care plan or will be penalized, which obviously none of us want that to happen.
Yeah, that's another thing. So the penalty is back. I believe it's $700 per person. So if families do not get enrolled by January 31st, they will be penalized per individual at home. So if you're a family of 4, you're gonna get penalized $700 per person.
Yeah.
And so we don't want people.
We don't want that to happen.
Right,
so
right.
I mean, there's options. It's just a matter of getting it done, right?
Of course, yes.
And we at Unidos por la Música provide options,
of course,
for the community. So it's just a matter of taking advantage of it.
Indeed. Yeah, like I was saying a few minutes ago, our community, our outreach team is in the community providing, not only creating awareness of the open enrollment in general, but also, we're letting them know if you need assistance with a counselor, you can come see our counselors at Unidos por la Música.
Yeah.
Make an appointment, ask questions, call in, make an appointment and say, hey, this is my situation. I'm only working part-time. I'm working full-time. I'm a family of 4, 6. What are my options?
And I'm sure they will help guide you.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah, that's our point. That's part of the program.
Yes.
And I'm proud to say that up to open enrollment up to now, we have touched around 5,000 individuals in the county of the Inland Empire. So through our efforts, 5,000 people are aware that it's open enrollment and that they need to take action.
And that only makes it better, because these 5,000 people will tell others and others.
Of course.
So it only grows, and that means our community is covered, which is something that we need.
Of course, yes.
Okay, so let's switch a little bit. Now let's talk more about our community programs. Give us an overview of what happened this last quarter.
A lot of great things happen with the food bank. As I mentioned, we keep growing the access to health programs. We keep spreading the message. Our music programs is still active in the city of Pomona here in California. We have acting, we have singing, we have dance classes now. So that is a great way to put your kids into an artistic program, an after-school program, because again, a lot of funding in our local schools, is cut. So families, kids, they want to do something after school. So music, it's a great way to continue to learn math, reading, and all that.
Okay, now let's switch it up a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more about our community events. Give us an overview of what happened this last quarter.
Wow, we were really excited to get back to the events because, as you already know, the main core of Unidos por la Música, it's hosting all these incredible events to fundraise for our programs. So October we did Dia de los Muertos, which it carried over to November a little bit. That was an amazing event. We had a lot of it was a celebration of life, Dia de los Muertos. We did altares for Jenny Rivera, Selena. We did a tribute to Jenny actually that day, and we fundraised for the food program. So it was amazing to see the community coming together and continue our traditions. That sometimes they get lost. And I'm just glad that it was our first Dia de los Muertos event, so it was really successful. We're gonna bring it back next year.
It was a lot of fun
with a lot of Catrinas, the mariachis. So it was a nice event. It was full with our community supported, so we were really excited. And then from there we went into our Thanksgiving event with Jackie Rivera, daughter to Jenny Rivera. She was kind enough to come out and help us distribute the turkeys to 300 families.
And on her birthday.
That's something that we're really grateful, and we applaud her because she decided to celebrate her birthday with us at the 10th annual turkey giveaway. So that was an incredible event. And again, the point of Thanksgiving is not only helping families who are struggling, in the year, but also to bring hope and to also bring that touch, the magical touch of an artist that you often see in TV, and sometimes you cannot go to concerts or because your budget will not allow it, but before you know, they're in your own backyard.
Right.
So that was really, really incredible.
And that was actually really special to see our community be so in love with her being there and to really enjoy it, and it was really touching. I mean, the things that they were telling her, especially because it was her birthday, it was a really amazing event.
And it was really intimate.
It was very intimate. Yes.
We only invited families that got selected to receive the blessings.
Yes.
We want to acknowledge Cricket Wireless, Blue Shield. They were the proud sponsors of that event with other support. Again, none of this will be happening. It takes a whole village to really make this happen. So more than that night, because of our efforts, I want to say 2,500 meals were given out. Families got to enjoy dinner with their families. And then from there we went into Christmas, and we did 2,000 toys for low-income kids in the community. That was an amazing, and it got better because not only we hosted one, but we hosted two. So we went to San Fernando Valley with Tacos Bro Tacos. Shout out to them. They're the proud sponsors. They reach out to us and say, look, we are a young business in the community. We want to pay it forward. We want to make a difference. And I know you guys do this every year. You guys are pros, so we don't want to reinvent the wheel. How can we partner up? And I said, of course, just to sponsor the event and we can come out. So we went out, we helped 500 kids, 350 kids in San Fernando Valley, and we're going to continue to do more things with them. So overall, it was an amazing comeback with the festivals, with events, not at the full capacity like we're used to at festivals of 3,000, 5,000 people, but nevertheless, it was refreshing. Baby steps. So we're hoping that 2022 we're gonna get back again to massive events. Hoping that this whole COVID virus is under control, and all of that. But overall, it was a great start, a great comeback, and again, we want to thank Cricket Wireless, Blue Shields, Bro Tacos for helping out the community, and all these events were, all the sponsorship that came in, all the tickets that were sold went back to the food bank.
Which is the point of it all. The point of our events, live or not live events, are to fundraise for our food bank.
Right.
All our efforts are going back to our community.
Indeed, and also to bring other resources because prior to pandemic, when hosting big events, we invite other nonprofits, that offer different services to the community, or we invite like real estate agents or car insurance or life insurance. So the point of that is to fundraise, but also to bring all these resources that are in your community that you might be aware. So when you come to the festivals, not only are you having fun watching a Latino artist on stage, but also you're going home empowered with all these resources.
Right, which is the point of it all.
Right.
So the total value of our giving in Thanksgiving was over $200,000,
Right.
correct?
Right.
Which is incredible to
Right.
know that together as a community
Right.
with other partners, we can give back to our community
Right.
that way.
Indeed, yes. When again, that number comes from the value, the actual value
Yeah.
of the turkey and everything that went with that, and the toys that were, donated or bought, at the same time. So, and again, we want to thank the sponsors and also other community partners and community organizations that came together and say, hey, we want to host a toy drive on your behalf. How can we do that? And can we do that? And for that, we want to say thank you. And again, invite other corporations, other organizations, other groups for next year. If you guys want to pay it forward and you don't want to deal with a whole nightmare,
we'll take care of it.
That will take care of it.
Yes.
We love the logistics. We love to get behind everything. So again, just thank you.
And it's worth mentioning how important it is, again, over and over. The more we have, the more we can give. And we invite partners to reach out to us, to come out and support in any way that it can, big or small, right?
Of course, yes. They can visit our website at uplmnonprofit.org to send us a message and say, hey, next year I want to pay it forward, or how can I be part of the food bank, or access to health programs.
Yes.
If there's clinics, if there are doctors that want to get involved, or anyone that wants to donate to our DACA scholarship fund, they can do so.
Right. And correct me if I'm wrong, more than $50,000 was raised, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We're blessed on that. Again, all these funding, all these everything that those proceeds that we were able to raise was through sponsorship and ticket sales.
So tell us, who is it that we have to celebrate and really thank out loud for getting behind all of these programs that we have for our community?
Definitely Cricket Wireless, Blue Shields, thank you so much. Walmart, thank you so much. Williams Sonoma, thank you for always being kind, for your honorable and generous contribution. We know that you truly care about your community, not just writing the check, but you getting behind. Cricket Wireless has an amazing program right now called EBB program. Right. It is an affordable cell phone plan for families that are struggling because of COVID. They can get 4 lines for $50.
Wow,
and that's the reason why we love that partnership with Cricket Wireless, because again, it's not just giving to the community, but also them caring enough to be able to create these programs for the community, because they know that it's right now it's a need. Times are super sensitive, so they have this program in place. It's called EBB program, and it is an affordable health plan for phone line, not health plan, but phone line for families who are facing a financial crisis because of the pandemic.
And it's worth mentioning the fact that all of these really incredible partners we're so grateful for, because although 2020 really did a number on all of us, we're entering 2022. However, most families have not recovered from the pandemic,
right? And
which is why we need more of our community partners, more of our community leaders, and partnerships to continue supporting everything that we do.
Of course, yes. As I mentioned earlier in the interview, as we were talking, there's a lot of families that switch careers because
they had to.
They got let go, and they got laid off because of the pandemic, and they got offered another type of job that they said, well, this is either this or nothing. So although they're still at work, they're not bringing home the same amount of money that they were doing before the pandemic. So times are still critical and tough, so we are really sensitive. We're doing our best. We're writing grants in the county, in the state, federal grants, so that we can continue to pay forward, especially because the Inland Empire gets so much little funding. So we urge our local Senate or Congress to really think about nonprofits that are making a difference in the community. Why? Because a lot of families are depending on us and in these tough times. So when we want to let them know that whenever you're writing your budget for next year, think about food insecurity, think about housing, think about health. So we're urging the Senate, Congress to really make a difference and to think about nonprofits like us who are making a difference every single day.
Right, and it goes a long way because
really
it happens in the homes of our communities. And if you really think about it, it's really for our future, for the kids, right, who are our future.
Indeed, yes.
It's so incredible. I mean, I'm amazed by everything that we've done over this quarter, this year. Regardless of the obstacles, we have helped so many families, and we will continue to. And I'm incredibly proud to be part of this Unidos por la Música team, with your team and everything that you do. You lead an incredible team, so grateful to be part of this. Tell us, what is it that we have to expect for 2022?
We are working super hard on trying to bring back the festivals and the concerts.
Yes.
So we are talking to different management and different artists, the Latino artists. We just had a meeting a couple of weeks ago with other team members who are going to be adding into that project, because we want to do big concerts next year so that we can keep the funding coming, more help. DACA scholarship is going to open up next year, so we want to get back into really helping our community. Us too, we were hurting a little bit because of the whole COVID, but that meeting, I left the meeting really optimistic, really with great thoughts, great potentials, crossing fingers
crossed.
that we do move forward, and I know that it's going to happen. If you see it and if you believe it, it's going to happen.
That's right, and it's all about paying it forward.
It is.
Anything else that we have to share for 2022? I know we have so many people to thank. The team, the volunteers, we cannot do without him.
Of course. I just want to say thank you to all the volunteers, the interns, staff, community partners, the Latino artists, Chiquis Rivera, who continues to check on us to see how we're doing, Marjorie De Souza, Cristian Chavez, and the list goes on and on and on. We are grateful to have this friendship with them, with this, in partnership with these local artists, because essentially they are helping us advocate for low-income communities.
And it's really incredible to know that they continue to want to help, because they reach so many people. They're loved by so many, and they help in so many different ways.
Indeed. So next year we're looking forward to doing big things with big artists. I wish I can say the names, but I can't, because my team will kill me. But I just want to let you know that something great is coming for Unidos por la Música. Good music, great people, and more help for the families. And that's what we're all about. Unidos por la Música, making a difference through the power of music.
And it's an incredible thing to be a part of.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Oscar, for your time, for your generosity, for everything that Unidos por la Música does. I'm so honored and so grateful to be part of this incredible team.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to 2022, and you should be too. Stay tuned, because we have a lot more happening.
Same here. I just want to say thank you for being part of this crazy ride in 2021. I know 2022 is going to be an amazing year. Wishing you the best.
Likewise.
This 2022, I'm hoping all your dreams and everything that you set your mind to becomes a reality.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Like I always say, just focus, and you will conquer that. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next quarter of 2022.
Yes, that's right. We'll see you guys very soon.
Bye.